Welcome back, everyone, to day 26 of my 30-day 10K month challenge. We almost done. We are almost done. In just 4 more days, this challenge will have come to a conclusion. It will come to an end, y'all, in just 4 more days. And I want to celebrate those of you who have been here since day one. We started this challenge on December 1st, and I have been up here with you all every day for the past 26 days at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And some of you have been here with me. And I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And then there's some of you who've joined on day two. I love y'all just the same. Some of you just jumped in yesterday on Christmas. While y'all had the sweet potato pies in the oven, you had the macaroni and cheese in there, you had the potato salad going, and you was making your collard green, and y'all came up here with me, and I thank you. And then there are my day 26s who just joined today because somebody said you are missing out on some gems that Dr. Harris is dropping and you need to get up over there on her live. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you know me, you know it does not matter when you jump in and join this challenge. The only thing that matters is that you're in. That's it. So what I need you to do is go ahead to drop a one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up into to 26. The day that you jumped in this challenge from 1 to 26, put that number in the chats. And here's the thing, it does not matter, like I said, which day that you join. I just want to see who is here and when you got here. Okay? All right. Another thing that I want you to do is I want you to share this live. We need everybody that you know, every group that you can think of to know about this challenge and get up in here. Because as I said yesterday and earlier on, and probably every day in this challenge, day 26s, is that there is no gatekeeping over here. None at all. So just like you are getting access, and for some of you to this information, and you're sacrificing your time to be here, right? I want other people to be able to get access to it as well. So let them know what we have going on over here. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Okay. Day 26, let me just tell you also, because you don't know about this, day 25, 24, 23s, and all everybody else, I'm reminding y'all that the Women Who Multiply experience is taking place in April 2026 in person right here in my backyard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, registration is open. I had some people ask me yesterday about registration. It's only open for those who have upgraded and are VIP or platinum registrants for this challenge. All right. So they are able to lock in first, which is a big deal for them because we are not hosting this for a lot of women. Oh, it's just for women. Men, sorry. I know I love y'all just the same. This is just for women. This is a multiplication activation experience for women who are business owners, who are professionals and entrepreneurs who are serious about building intentionally, who are serious about multiplying their income, their impact, and their influence. Okay. All right. So everybody else stay tuned because registration for you opens on December 31st. Okay. All right. So our theme for today is leadership builds, my apologies, leadership requires capacity. All right. So make sure you have your notepad, your iPad, your pens, and your pencils so that you can take copious notes. And our grounding scripture is Isaiah 54 and 2. Now, day 26 is, I know you're probably thinking this because this happened to the day 25 yesterday. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Now, why is Dr. Harris giving us a scripture? Now, my friend, my good girlfriend, my business bestie, done told me to get on this live because Dr. Harris was going to be giving us some gems that's going to move us towards 10K a month income. And why is she giving me a scripture? Because day 26. These scriptures, it is your biblical and business blueprint. Okay. The word, this is going to help you. These principles, you follow it, you master it, you apply it. This is what's going to help you see the income that you want to see. Okay. This is your instruction, your business instruction. It's like gold. Okay. And so Isaiah 54 and 2, it tells us to enlarge the place of our tent, stretch our tent curtains wide, and do not hold back. Okay. All right, so y'all get ready. And so, thank you again for being here. And what this is saying to me that you are no longer preparing, you are becoming. So, as we move forward, so that I know that you're ready, I want you to drop some fire emojis in the chat if you're ready to expand without burning out, if you're ready to grow without breaking and build your capacity. And we touched on this yesterday about not becoming burned out and having systems in place, and having a team in place and individuals who you can delegate the workload to. Okay. All right. Now, I do understand that some of you are new here. So, my name is Dr. Tiffany R. Harris, the mindset architect for limitless success. And for the past 10 years and for the past 26 days, I have been up here helping entrepreneurs, business owners, speakers, professionals renew their mindset, build aligned systems, and develop the capacity required to sustain growth, leadership, and increase demand. Okay. And I'm so happy that you are here with us on today. So let's go back to our grounding scripture and get into that a little bit because I want you to notice what comes first in this scripture. All right. Now I'm going to read it again. Isaiah 54 and 2. I hope you're writing this down in your notes. Enlarge the place of your tent, stretch your tent curtains wide, no holding back. Okay. What did it say first? Enlarge. Right? Write this down. Then stretching, then preparation. So expansion is commanded before increase shows up. God does not pour into containers that haven't been prepared to hold more. And so this is what I want you all really to grasp and understand. So while you all are asking for more, you're seeking more, you're praying more, but you're not prepared for more. Right? Put that in my notes, in your notes. I'm praying for more, but I have to be prepared for more. So let me talk to you a little bit about what capacity really means. Because capacity is not about how much you want, it's about how much can you handle, right? How much can you handle? So if somebody called you up right now, let's say if you're a baker, no. If somebody called you up right now and said they want to place an order for 500 cupcakes, can you handle that order? Are you prepared? Do you have systems in place? Do you have the location in place? Do you have the products in place? Do you have the pans that you need? Like, do you have the team that you may need to handle that? Now, some of you may be saying 500, oh, that's no big deal. I got that. Okay, well, if they said they needed 1,000 cupcakes, can you handle that? Do you have systems in place to send them an invoice? Even if it was 500 cupcakes. Heck, if they wanted 25 cupcakes, what is your system for an invoice? Or what is your system to track that they put in their deposit or they paid the full amount? Okay. So capacity shows up in also emotional regulation. Yeah. And here's the thing. There are days when there may be no engagement. There are days where you may have low engagement, right? So some of you are all across these social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? And because people now may not be liking, loving, commenting, sharing, you all give up and throw in the towel. Your capacity is going to show up in how you are able to regulate those emotions of disappointment, those emotions of discouragement, those emotions of being feeling overwhelmed. Capacity also shows up in your decision making, right? Are you going to get to the table and lead like the authority that you are and the expert that you are? Or are you going to get to the table and fumble over your words and show up as if you are not knowledgeable and a subject matter expert in your industry? Because if you show up that way, that will affect your decision making. Okay. Capacity also shows up in your time management. Where are you showing up? Day 26 is you didn't hear this, but day 25, day 24, day 23, I've been saying this for the past couple of days, and I'm going to say it again. It's not that it's not enough time in a day. It's how you are managing the time that you have in a day. We all have the same 24. Now, some of you choose to sleep in until 8 o'clock as opposed to getting up at 5 o'clock when the house is quiet, right? Come on. Some of you choose to sleep in on the weekends because some of you still have 9 to 5s. I tell people when I had a 9 to 5, even Saturdays, I'm up. It's not, oh my God, I don't work 8 to 4 during the week and now Saturday I get to catch a little bit more Z's. No, not when you're in this building season, right? And nobody says that you have to give up your full Saturday. When I still had my 9 to 5, I was intentional with managing my time between 8 and 12 p.m. I was doing coaching sessions, I was on consultation calls, I was working on a conference, I was updating things I needed to update, checking emails, 9 to 12, 8 to 12, right? So stop watching other people build out and live their dreams while you sit on the sideline asking God for more instead of being a good steward. Here we go with that word steward again, of your time. Manage it wisely. Write that in your notes. I will manage my time wisely. Okay. Capacity is also going to show up in your financial discipline. We talked about this day 26 a couple days ago. How are you tracking? How are you budgeting? How are you investing your money? And here's another thing. I used to do this. Don't be like me. I used to do this a long time ago. I was commingling funds. Don't commingle your funds. Don't commingle your personal expenses with your business expenses. Don't commingle your personal income with your business income. I used to do that. Everything was just all mixed up and together, which is a mess, right? Be a good steward of your finances and how you are managing them. Capacity also shows up in your leadership maturity. It shows up in your ability to respond instead of react. As leaders, as business owners, as professionals, we have to think a little bit different and we have to pause before we give a response. And we have to begin to shift our perspective as the authority and give the appropriate responses. And here's the thing, not everything even that's what I say deserves. Not everything, yeah, well, deserves or requires a response, let alone a reaction. But that's where your emotional leadership and maturity in leadership comes in at. Okay. So you don't rise to the level of your vision, you fail to the level of your capacity. And so let me talk a little bit more to you about why people break at their next level. Because I don't want this to be you. So many people, again, they're praying for more. And it's some of you on here, if you can be honest, but let's don't put it down in the chat. You don't have to. But you're praying for more, but you haven't expanded internally to hold it. You have to show God that you're ready before He gives it to you. And so just think of God's delay, God's allowing you to go through the rejection is only protecting you, right? So more clients with the same mindset is going to overwhelm you. More money without structure, it's going to stress you out. More visibility without confidence is going to leave you feeling insecure. And more responsibility without boundaries is going to burn you out. Please write in your notes, no is a complete sentence. Yes. No is setting boundaries. Whether it's somebody asking you to do them a favor, if it's somebody asking you to break your schedule and come out of the space where you time blocked and oh, it's okay, you can put that to the side and you can get back to it tomorrow. No, set your boundaries. Put your phone on do not disturb. You're not talking from 8 to 12 on Saturday morning because you're building, you're planning, you're executing, right? So growth exposes what hasn't been strengthened. Some of y'all missed that. Let me say it again. Let me come to y'all right here. Growth exposes what hasn't been strengthened. I'm gonna come back to y'all. Growth exposes what hasn't been strengthened. So you don't wake up with more capacity, you build it. And some of you are afraid to build brick by brick, day by day, and go through the process. Capacity is built by creating boundaries. Don't be afraid to tell people, no, I'm not going. No, I can't do that. No, I can't jump on the call. I'm busy. I'm planning. I'm scaling. I'm multiplying. And if you are afraid to do that, then that tells me that your mindset has not shifted and you are comfortable with being in the place that you are in. And nothing will change if nothing changes. Capacity is also built by strengthening your systems. So some of you may have some systems in place with your offer, with your delivery, with your follow-up, but it can be tightened. Put a little extra Gorilla Glue on it. All right. Get an extra tight hold and grip on it. Capacity is also built by developing discipline. I told you all day 26 is I told them all on day 25, day 24, one of those days that yes, okay, you may have your whiteboard, you have your calendar, you have it on your phone, all the things that you need to do and when you need to do it. Yes, you know that on Saturdays from 8 to 12, you're building, you're planning, you're executing, but it's going to take discipline for you to stay locked in. Discipline and emotional connection. It's what it's going to take. Okay? So, capacity is also built by making decisions faster. Some of you are delayed. Some of you are spinning the hamster wheel and running around it because you are delaying making a decision. Why? Because you don't have the systems, you don't have the capacity to take on what's coming your way or what's being presented to you. Capacity is also built by letting go of what no longer fits. And guess what? That's okay. You're growing, you're moving up, you're expanding. So, what worked last year is not working this year. So, take a look at what do you need to leave right here, right now in 2025. Yeah. And your capacity is also built by delegating appropriately. In day 26, as many times of this challenge, I've talked about my executive assistant. I've talked about my administrative assistant. I've talked about my dream team, my original dream team that I had back in 2020. Isaiah 54 and 2 says, do not hold back because holding back limits your expansion. Write that down. I will not hold back. All right. And here's how you know it's time to build capacity, just in case you were not aware. You feel overwhelmed by opportunities, which I just kind of alluded to that. People are reaching out and they're presenting offers to you. They want to have conversations with you. And you're flustered, you're sweating profusely. You're getting a headache from thinking so hard about it. because you don't have the capacity to take it on. Like you really want to. But it's like, how can I? Where do I start? What do I say? If I say the wrong thing, the offer is going to go away. Another sign is you avoid decisions. You feel stretched emotionally. You delay growth because it feels heavy. You feel tired of carrying everything alone. Again, you do not have to build, and you should not be building in isolation. So these are signs of failure. These are not signs of failure. They're signs that expansion is required. Put that down in your notes. Expansion is required. All right. Okay. So day 26 is, I think I told you in the beginning that I give homework. And so I want to go ahead and let you know what your day 26 action step is. And I want you to write this down. What is one area where you feel stretched? What is one barrier or boundary that you need to reinforce? One boundary that you need to reinforce. And what is one responsibility that you need to release or delegate? And then I want you to ask yourself, who do I need to become to hold what I'm building? Your capacity grows with intention. Okay. All right. Okay. Listen, I don't know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down, but this is exactly why the Women Who Multiply experience exists. Again, day 26s. This is not a conference. The Women Who Multiply experience, it's about building a space where you can increase your capacity, when you're in an environment with women who are going to help you shift your perspective. So this is an experience that's going to help you expand your mindset, strengthen your leadership identity, build emotional and strategic capacity, right? And prepare for increased visibility and revenue. This is the place where you get to learn systems and steps and insight on how to grow without burnout. Right? So I look forward to seeing you in person in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, April 2026. And if this challenge has stretched you, this experience will equip you. All right. So if today confirmed that capacity is the next level, I want you to drop "I'm expanding" in the comments. Go ahead and drop that. And then I want you to come on back tomorrow for day 27 as we are down to the home stretch. And we're going to be talking about protecting your energy. And this is a session you absolutely, positively cannot afford to miss. So come back tomorrow for day 27 and bring somebody with you.